Hey, what's going on everyone, it's your boy That Domino Effect, and we got another little gameplay commentary here. As you can see, it's some more Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. So, you better enjoy it, because this game is actually over 2 years old, and it's quite fitting for what I want to talk about, and that'll all make sense a bit later in the video. And I want to make this a really special commentary, and kind of just get it perfect, because I've had it planned for so long, what I want to say and stuff. So, I want to talk about how I first got good at Call of Duty, and how I first started enjoying it, and who I owe that to. And I've always thought this has been quite important. And so here we are today talking about it. So, let's start from the beginning. Back in 2007, something like that, Call of Duty 4 was released, and me and my brother played the shit to death. We were really bad at the game. We had like a 1 KD, but we didn't really know what KD meant, or what it was like to do good and stuff. Obviously you get those good games now and again, but we'd never seen anyone pull these remarkable scores. And so we were just the average guys, and World of War came out, and we were like a 1.4 KD at that point. Then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and we got to like a 2 KD, which was cool. And I never really thought too much about the game. I was just, as I said, I was just average, just jumped on casually. Didn't really play my PlayStation that much. And so, what actually transpired was that you can do good at video games. And during the Christmas break of 2009, just when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was sat there playing on our account, what we shared at the time, and my brother was sat there on his laptop, and I heard Wings of Redemption start talking. Well, obviously I didn't know it was him then, but he started talking in his accent, and I was like, wow, that's cool. What's this guy talking about? And then he started talking about like tactics and guns and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. It's added a whole new dimension to Call of Duty for me, because although I'd always enjoyed it and stuff, I'd never really thought about it too much. And I started watching his gameplays, and I didn't think these scores were possible. He started implementing like tactics in real life that work in the game, so I started replicating it, watching all of his videos, just playing the same style, the same way on every map. Like Terminal, he'd go behind the luggage carts. Wasteland, he'd go behind the cars, and I'd do that, and I'd actually do well. Now at this time he was getting a lot of hate because people considered it camping, which is really stupid in my opinion, because if you buy the game you can play it how you want. And I started playing this defensive style, which I consider it's not camping, defensive. And like the gameplay you're seeing here, that's why it fits so well. And I started playing like this, and I was actually getting good scores, and it's actually consistent. All these rushing gameplays you see on YouTube, you can't really pull it off. Like, they can give you some tips, but they can't tell you the best spots to go and stuff. So I started playing like this, started using all these, like even like the stealth bomber right now, I started using his kill streaks that were favoured, his favourite setups and stuff, and I had so much more success. I put so much time into these games that I'd never actually, like obviously you get the good games now and again, but I'd never been able to do it on a consistent basis. And I started to raise the KD from like 2 to 2.2, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually having fun doing well rather than just being a scrub. So, during the Christmas break, this was about New Year, me and my friend were playing Modern Warfare 3, and we decided to jump into some ground war on the PS3. So we jumped on because we wanted to try and replicate his style and get some good games and stuff. And you'll never guess who we got in a lobby with. Unlimited UAV, which is Wings of Redemption, obviously. And I was like, alright mate, this ain't gonna end well, because I could see they all had mics on, and I was bricking it, because I knew we weren't gonna stand a chance. But at the same time I was like, I was honoured to play against him, and I might have even played with him at one point. I remember the first game we played was a rundown domination ground war, and he actually commando knifed me across the bridge on that, you know, the little bridge on that side. He commandoed me across there, and I'll never forget that. And I also killed him a couple of times with the M16, because I was using the M16 to kind of show off a little bit, because I knew he really liked that gun. And now I realise I was just an idiot. I should have just let him kill me and upload it to YouTube. And I was using that setup, and it was all good. And then the next game was actually a sub-base domination, and what followed was the biggest rape train I've ever seen. I had never seen anyone do such a thing to me. I actually felt abused after the game was over. He went 82-4, and he actually uploaded that one to YouTube, so you can go watch that, and you'll see the gamer tag is Parkstone 33 at that point. That's my gamer tag, and my brother's back then. And we were on the other team, and I went 25 and 10, which wasn't that bad. And he went 82 and 4, as I said, and he uploaded the dual comm with crunk, skunk. And I think in the game he talked about playing the objective and kill whoring and stuff, which was really cool. And I was just amazed, and I was on YouTube and stuff, even though I was terrible. But this kind of spurred me on to get better, because I just have like the kind of personality where if I get into something, I want to know everything about it. Like, I want to know the gun history, I want to know all the tips and stuff with certain perks and class setups, and I want to know everything like that. So I started religiously watching his videos, and I became such a better player, it was unreal. And so what followed in about January, as I made a new account, because I wanted to get the KD up and actually be good at the game, because I realised at this point KD is a barometer of how good you're doing, and you can argue if you want, but I find it a really good tool to know how I'm doing and how I can improve and stuff. So I made a new account up, and I actually called it Eternal Chopper, as many of you guys will know, and that's what I'm playing under in this gameplay. And Eternal Chopper is a fanboy name of Unlimited UAV, which is Wings' gamer tag. So I thought I'd go one better and just be the Eternal Chopper. Looking back on it now, it seems really sad, and people laugh when I tell them this story, but I thought it was quite funny at the time. I gotta think I was a bit younger back then. So I made it, and I started actually trying to play defensive and stuff, and I finished Modern Warfare 2 with a 3.17 KD, and I was actually really proud of this, even though I'd already I'd already played on another account, and I knew what guns to use and how to play maps and, you know, best setups and kill streaks and all that. So it was still pretty good in my opinion, and from there I just went on in Call of Duty to become so much better. When Black Ops came out, I had like a 5.8. Now I've got like a 4.8 in Modern Warfare 3, and you know what, it's helped me so much to become this better player. And you can see me in ground war. Look at this beast thing. I never used to get chopper gunners or anything, and he taught me everything. Wings taught me everything I had to know. Obviously there was other people at the time who taught me stuff, but Wings' style of play, you could replicate it and you can do well. And whether you consider it camping or whatever, it works for me. And all the games you pretty much see are me playing defensive. Some Russian games sometimes. But yeah, so I owe him so much, and I'm sure many of you guys owe other commentators things, because they actually help you get good at this game. And we all know this game's really popular, and no one wants to be bad at it. So I owe so much to him, because I'd still be sucking at the game today if I hadn't seen his videos. And he's my favourite commentator by far, because you can actually learn things from his gameplays and stuff. And he used to be a ground war god. His gameplays back then were so good. And people probably forget, because he just uploads like TDMs now, which are short, and people overlook them and stuff. But that's the end of the game. I never know. Wings will never see this. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace.